All right. We are back. We are back. Just want to show this right here is a document with the FCC. The new law just came into effect in early February. We're going to talk about this because I was actually on another live stream for real estate investors, and this topic came up when I mentioned that we offer solutions where you don't really have to necessarily cold call yourself. And I just want to talk about this for a second. So basically, the FCC released this ruling um, early February. I'm just going to read off some things from this, and I'm going to leave a link to this document so you can read it yourself. But basically, it says as artificial intelligence emerge that affect the existing regulatory landscape, protect consumers from unwanted illegal robocalls, we take action today to ensure that consumers continue to receive the protections afforded under the Telephone Consumer Protection Act. AI technologies can generate content such as artificial voice communications can be beneficial, but they also pose challenges to consumers. We take this opportunity to clarify the application of the Telephone Consumer Protection Act to these technologies. Number two, in this declaratory ruling, we confirm that TCPA restrictions on the use of artificial or pre-recorded voice encompass current AI technology to generate human voices. As a result, the calls user technologies fall under the TCPA and commissions. So it says the TCPA protects consumers from unwanted calls using artificial pre-recorded voices. In the relevant part, it prohibits initiating any telephone call that's to any residential telephone line using artificial or pre-recorded voice. Okay, so as you see, it says to any residential telephone line. Okay, so this line right here is very important because majority of us using AI, air AI, or any kind of um, artificial intelligence to do these calls. At least for my business, it's B2B. So if we're calling B2B, um, it really should not be an issue. But if you're using this, let's say, in the real estate space, and I'm not an attorney, so don't take my word as it. You please consult your attorney. But when it comes to the real estate space, from what I hear, we're not necessarily soliciting when we're calling and asking if they're thought about selling their house, or if they wanted to sell their house. That's not necessarily calling and soliciting a service because we're just calling them and asking them a question. They can easily say no and hang up the phone, and that's the end of the story. Um, so I know a lot of my real estate investors, they probably already know this, and they still make their calls anyway. Um, so yeah, basically this TCPA is mainly to protect residential telephone people. But I mean, honestly, I get so many robocalls. I don't even get offended no more. Like all throughout the day, I have my phone ring, and it'll just be dead silence, or I have my phone ring, and it will be a robo, and I'll talk to it for a little bit, just to entertain it. But overall, I still get these phone calls. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you out there probably still get phone calls like this anyway. But what I'm trying to say is mainly this is to protect residential telephone lines. So if you're using this as a B2B, you should be pretty much clear. Okay. Um, and then here is right here without prior express consent. Okay. That's a very important one also. So basically, if you already have clients, you still need to get their consent for the artificial intelligence to call them, even if you've already uh, gained consent for you to contact them through text or telephone. You have to send out a new consent form and make sure it includes the verbiage of you will be using um, artificial intelligence or AI as a form of communication. And that should clear anything that's going on with that. There was actually a story that actually prompted us to get into the commission. Some kind of, I don't know, company or whatnot, they did a robocall campaign and they cloned the president's voice, President Biden. And in that conversation, um, it basically told the the person that, hey, you don't have to worry about showing up and voting because what we're already is already done or something like that. And then that really made the government aware of how people can take advantage of this kind of technology. And really, I mean, it's a shame, but it's just part of it. We have weapons and guns, that we can freely and legally buy, but there's always going to be those bad apples that's going to use, weapons and guns, um, in a manner that's not good. So same thing with AI technology. Um, since people are going to abuse this power, the government has to take steps into regulating this power. So I find this to be a good thing. You know, um, it's just that with stuff like this in effect, we have to be mindful. So just make sure that if you have um, any type of opt-in forms, you include the wording that you will be using artificial intelligence or AI within your outreach, and they consent to that, and you should be fine. I'm going to be leaving a link to this article in the description. You see that there's right here, I think the fake Biden robocall. They have a link to that inside this article also. But yeah, basically it also includes some statements from some people, some commissioners and everything like that. And that's pretty much it. So, all right, well, this is a nice short video. Nothing really much to see here. Just want to address this concern because it did come up in that live that I was attending, and I took it upon myself to look it up and do some reading. And yeah, as far as this is stating, as long as as long as they've consented to you using artificial intelligence in your outreach, you're pretty much fine. And like I said, the way I do it is I've always have some type of opt-in saying, hey, that when I put in this information, I'm I'm giving consent to receive outreach from AI or artificial intelligence sources. Okay, appreciate watching this video, and I'll see you in the next.